Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast, real crime podcast. Stuff got dropped, and I just released my today's video, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, the body cam footage has been released. Not of the arrest yet, but I'm sure that's coming. Let me know if you can hear me. Just want to make sure you guys can all hear me. Check 1, 2, good. Excellent. Awesome. So I think the videos came from people were doing, I don't know why they waited to release these videos, but they were going to always be released eventually. So audio's a little low, eh? Let me fix it for you. How's that? A little better? Yeah, I'll just do here. How's that? A little better? I can just bring my mic a little closer. Here, let me see if I can adjust it a touch more. How's that? A little bit better? Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it yet. I rushed out here to start a live just so we can do this. And I want to just go through with you guys. Because when I do true crime stuff, which I'm going to be branching out more and more into on a new channel, I like the idea of doing crowdsourced chats about the cases and stuff like that. I wish I could do more. It's a lot of work, but I wish I could do more. So I really enjoy having conversations with people about this stuff. Because I often will miss things, or I'll have an idea, or someone will have an idea. That's why crowdsourcing is one of the biggest. It's the smartest thing to do when it comes to trying to get information. Not always the smartest thing to do, but the more brains, the better, I always say. So yeah, if you guys are just watching the Quiet on the Set video, I know you probably came over here to do this, and that's fine, but make sure you watch that video. It's probably one of the most important videos I've done on my channel. You need to watch Quiet on Set. You need to watch it. Watch my video on it. It's a good synopsis of it. So, oh, you've already seen it, Emily? Okay, I haven't seen it yet. So, all right, let me get the mic. Let's just watch it and see what we think, okay? I'm probably going to be pausing to commentate like I normally do, but let's take a listen here.
Was this your order?
It's yours if you want it. We'll say that. How's that?
We also have snacks if you need anything to eat.
This is crazy. Like, I know I'm interrupting already. I understand that, but like, this is crazy to me. We also have some snacks. Would you like a juice box? Maybe some applesauce? Like, you just caught this woman legitimately, like, the worst thing you do to children. And they're like, would you like something to eat or drink? I guess I know they're trying to make them comfortable and try to disarm them so they can say more things. Like, they have all these tricks and stuff like that. I understand that, but like, okay, we don't need any, snacky snacks. Okay, let's get to it. Yeah, the shrug. Immediately the shrug. Yep.
So I know I introduced myself to you earlier, but my name is Detective Bates, and this is Sergeant Tobler. We're just here to talk to you about kind of a few things involving your kids. So first, do you live down here, or?
Oh, she's not going to talk. Okay. So this is what I'm thinking happened. Maybe she will, but this is what I'm thinking might have happened is she called a lawyer before this happened because she knew that something was going down. So she probably called the lawyer, and the lawyer's like, shut the F up. That's advice for everybody, by the way. I know it's her right. That is advice for everybody. If you ever brought into a police station, everybody, okay, listen to me. If you were ever brought into a police station for questioning, don't ever say anything to anybody ever. You understand? Like, I'm serious. Don't.
Where do you live up north?
She's not answering. She's just being a douchebag about it. Look at how calm she is. Like, that's psychopathic, right? That's psychopathic. She's not going to answer.
Do you want to talk to me about where you live or how many kids you have?
I mean, obviously not. Look at it. She's got a little smile. This is really, this is hitting me really weird. Like, she doesn't, not even a remorseful look. It's just like, like you can do anything here. Like, I am what? What? She could just say, she say I have no answer, or like no comment.
So we just spoke with your husband, and he said you guys have 6 kids. Are those all together? Are those all your kids?
Wow.
I can wait all day. So it's up to you if you want to talk to us about what's going on.
Wow. Yeah, they recommend not giving a statement without a lawyer. Obviously. I mean, look, this is what you should do, but we all hate her because of what she did, so we understand. But at the same time, she's still got some justice. But she didn't say anything, obviously, and this is what you're supposed to do.
Would you feel more comfortable talking to one of us?
She's just like that.
Or if you feel more comfortable talking to him, I can step out.
I'll wait till I have a lawyer.
Okay.
Okay, there's her answer. I'm waiting for. Wait, let me rewind it. Sorry.
I'll wait till I have a lawyer.
Oh, I'll wait till I have a lawyer, she says.
So you don't talk to us at all?
She just, like, I understand what the cop's trying to do here. I'll wait till I have a lawyer. So you're not going to talk to us at all? I just said I'm going to wait till I have a lawyer. Like, I understand why they have to do this, but at the same time, it's dumb. Awkward.
Do you want to answer that?
I think at this point, maybe in her mind, she's thinking, like, this is all going to be cleared up. You know, they were living in distortion. They don't know my religion. This is a freedom of religion thing. I'm allowed to treat my kids how I want. I honestly think she doesn't see the gravity of this.
You don't want to talk to us about anything?
No, she doesn't. She's just staring him down too. Like, she's not scared. She's bold. If I had just got caught completely abusing my kids like she did, I would be like head down, remorseful. I'm not going to say anything. I'm waiting for a lawyer, and then just keep repeating that line. Like, she's like boldly like, I do whatever I want. I can't turn the volume up, everybody. That's as loud as it gets. Sorry.
So yeah, this is just your chance to tell us. We're just trying to get your side of the story. So it's your chance to do that. But it's up to you. We're just here to talk. And I mean, I'm not asking any criminal questions. If you don't want to talk to us, just let us know and we'll be done.
And what she realizes is Joseph Smith. She's like, damn it. That you're waiting for a lawyer. Yes.
Okay. Easy enough.
All right. Well,
Is there anything else I can get you for you?
hey, don't say, guys.
I got the water. Do you need a bathroom break or anything like that?
Can I have an apple juice?
No. Okay.
No, I mean, okay, so that's, if there's anything I take from that, there's a lesson in like, okay, that's what you do if you're ever brought in for questioning. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay, so the next one we've got up is Jodi Hildebrandt speaks with police officers. Let's see if she's got a little bit more to say. Hers is 5 minutes long, so it looks like there's a little bit more to say here. So let's just take a look.
How long you lived here in Islands? 11 minutes?
6 years.
6 years? The same house? You married?
She looked married. You know, I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Where'd you move from?
He's in the county.
So she's answering questions. Like, she looks like she knows she's in the shit, and she looks like she just got drugged through a bunch of dog poo. And she's at least answering. She looks like she's been crying though. So you got here's the disparagement. You got Ruby on one hand being defiantly staring at them in the eyes, saying, "I'm not going to F off." Basically, you got Jodi here looking like she got punched in the face by Jake Gyllenhaal in the new movie Roadhouse, which is a good movie. Go watch it. Okay, and like, she looks like the one who's distraught. Jodi doesn't. Ruby. I think Ruby thinks she's going to get away with this. That's what I think. Yeah. There's more videos posted. Okay, we're going to, good. Real time. Let's do this. Real time. All right, here, let's continue.
And how long were you up there for?
I'm a little nervous.
You're
You should be nervous, lady. You just got caught torturing children.
You know, to be honest with you, if I was sitting over there, I'd be a little nervous too. So don't worry about it.
You already said, like, you guys, I'm sorry you can't, there's no captions. He's basically saying, like, yeah, if I were you, I'd be nervous too. Like, you should be nervous. What we just caught you doing, you should be nervous.
We're just here to talk, to get your side. And right now we're just asking you just
we'll do that
questions, like how many lived here, that kind of thing.
Real time, real
Watch
crime.
too many detective movies.
Hell yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
Me too. You can't, honestly.
Can we do this? Can we not joke around with people who are potentially, you know, the most disgusting people on earth? Can we not just joke and laugh? Can we just keep this serious? Because it doesn't look like Jodi wants to have, you know, a laugh about it. And, you know, who cares about her rights? But at the same time, let's not. All right.
I sit there and I'm married and I sit there and watch those with my wife and I say, like, we don't, that's not how we do it. Hey, that's not right. So don't take, there's some good ones out there, don't get me wrong. But most of them are probably a little off base. We're not as.
I don't know what he's saying. Something about villains and some of them are off base. I don't know what he's saying. This guy's not good.
I mean, I won't get up and beat you up. We don't do that.
We just want to get to know you a little. So if you just kind of want to share a little about yourself and what brought you down here. And
So I trust my attorney. He said, don't say anything. And I said, I have nothing to hide. And he's like, I know that, but just let me be there with you when we talk.
So she's waiting for her attorney. He said, I have nothing to hide. Jodi says, do you have nothing to hide? Do you have a prison in your basement?
So you guys seem nice people.
yeah,
I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm trying to be difficult. This is really, if you knew all the pieces, I think you'd have a lot of empathy.
No, she didn't just say, if you knew all the pieces, you'd have more empathy. That's what she just said to these cops. If you knew what was going on and remember what she thinks she knows, what she thinks she said, but she honestly thinks she'd have more empathy for me for starving this child, for not giving him water, for making him work out in the sun, for literally abusing them and teeing them. I can't say the word. I said it earlier. I can't say it. I think you'd have more empathy for me for doing this to a child. She just said that. You would have more. Are you kidding me right now? It's like the movies where you can just smash their head off the table and you get away with it. That's what you want to do here. You kidding me? She's in distortion.
What's going on?
That's
what we're looking for. And you're an adult. And the thing about our interview, if we ask you any questions that you don't want to answer, you can just tell us, I don't want to answer that question. But we do want to have a basis and an understanding of what's going on in that
The best
home,
username ever.
or what went on up north that brought them into your home. And so if you want to share any of that and you don't want to answer any other questions, that's okay.
Yep, she's playing victim.
I'd like to just tell you, but I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're going to flip my words. I don't know.
And that's the good thing about cameras, everything.
I don't know if you're going to flip. What words could you say here to justify your actions and behaviors? And don't forget, after this, she just pled guilty. So sorry. I'd really like to tell you all the story about how I abused and teed these kids. But yeah, I don't know who you are. Okay.
It's pretty much double recorded audio, video, and it's for the safety of for you and for us, because we don't want to flip your words. And this will all be pretty much right there to support you. So we're not going to use anything against you.
He's so insistent then. He's an
Because an attorney is going to tell you not to say anything, and these cops don't want you to say things. And again, this is why you don't say anything, everybody. I know that we want her to say, we want them to spill the thing. I get that. But I will always come back to this. Do what she's doing if you're brought in for questioning. T is the TOR. TURE. I don't want to say it because I get flagged when I use the T word. Just so you're aware. We'll call it tortoise. Okay?
honest, good man, goes to church. I trust him. Why would he say that to me then?
I don't know.
Oh, your lawyer goes to church? A Mormon church? That's why I wouldn't trust him.
I don't know your attorney, to be honest.
Well, I'm just saying he's a good, honest man.
Yeah,
And I'm an honest person as well, so we get along great. And he just said, do not say anything.
I'm an honest person. This, I know that I'm laughing at this because we're seeing it in hindsight, but oh my gosh, the things that she is saying.
Maybe just
I'm an
as
honest
attorney,
person.
They just
They always say that.
They always want to be with their client. I'm not sure, but
You know,
like I said,
come on,
at
pal.
any time, if you don't want to answer a question, you don't have to. So the ball's really in your court on what you do want to answer and what you don't. So,
Well, I think it looks sad that I don't want to answer anything, but it's not because I'm trying to be difficult. I'm really hanging on what he told me to do.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, who's your attorney?
Adam,
She doesn't even know his name.
uh,
It's a really nice guy. I love him a lot. Don't even know his name.
his father's an attorney, his brother's an
Is he
attorney.
local?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know.
On the street where the town hall is.
Well,
They all have the same name.
the whole reason we're sitting here today is there's a lot of questions we have that we just maybe misunderstandings that we just need to clarify. And
I know, and I'd love to tell you if he were here, because I don't know, I don't know.
She's like, I'd like to tell you that I tortoised these kids, and no, you wouldn't. And her lawyer's going to get there and be like, thanks, gentlemen and ladies, we're leaving. That's what's going to happen right here. She's not saying anything. There's no comment. Bye. I mean, this is the default should be this. It should be like, hey, don't talk to us. We're cops. But at the same time, they're allowed to. There's rules like this. Yeah, you didn't, guys, if you just come in right now, you're not missing much. We just showed Ruby saying she's not speaking. She didn't say a word. She just said, I want my lawyer. And we've got Jodi here just saying the same type of thing. But like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm an honest person. But I want my lawyer. That's basically where we're at right now.
What's going to happen with what I say? You know,
Yep.
I'm a psychologist. I've watched people flip things all the time.
You're a shitty psychologist.
So I get it. And I sit on your side. I get it.
Do you sit on their
Wish
side?
people didn't do that. They do.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if you're not willing to answer any of the questions about yourself, would you be willing to answer any questions maybe about Ruby or Kevin that you could help us understand? We just honestly want to understand what their dynamic is, what happened to the children, what caused their separation.
Right.
And after talking to Kevin, it sounds like you know a lot about their dynamic
1041.
and their relationship. So if you could help us understand that at the least, that would be awesome. And that's nothing incriminating towards yourself because it's not pertaining to you. So if you could help us understand that.
She's not going to help you understand it.
Jodi, we're going to do this. You asked for your attorney, and we'll leave it at that. We'd like to maybe talk to you later when you have your attorney here present,
I'd like to see that too.
and we'll
He
go
made
down.
an appointment at 4
He
on
made
Friday
an appointment
here.
here at 4.
He talked to the officer
Okay.
and said, can we make a time? And he said out loud, do not talk to them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll talk and see if we can schedule that, and maybe that's just something we just do with your attorney.
Can we schedule an appointment to talk about how you kids? Okay, thanks. Would you like an applesauce?
Okay. Do you have any questions for us? Anything we can answer in the meantime?
I haven't missed much. I hope you did good on your exam, though.
Okay.
No.
Okay, well, that's nice.
All right.
Aight, he says. Aight. Now let's see this other video. There's just a bunch being released in real time, so we're watching them together because we are friends. We're all friends here. Ruby Franks, and I think they blanked it. Let me just make sure they're blanking out. Yeah, we got okay, good. So here's the video footage and trigger warning. If you've been following this case, trigger warning. This is kids, okay? Just be really, really careful with this. This stuff is craziness. So this video here is of Ruby Frank's child goes to the neighbors for help after escaping Jodi Hildebrandt's home. This is so this is a video where he escaped and went over to the house, everybody. Okay, so trigger warning, you might see something or some bruises or something, so just be careful, okay? Okay, here we go. That guy's got that music pumping. You can't probably hear, but he's got music blaring. I'll get to the phone call. Okay, here he comes. Here he comes. Look at him. Oh, he's got socked feet on. Look how skinny he is. Look how skinny he is. Oh my gosh. They've got it muted. I don't have this muted, just so you guys are aware. They've got it muted. Oh my gosh. Holy. So he's just standing there waiting, everybody. He's, yeah. And so before we move on to this part, you got to know that he was forced to do this because he was probably starving. And it's just like his reaction is to go find food. He's not looking to tell on anybody. He's not looking to be like, oh, they're hurting me. He just went to find food. That's it. I hope the judge watched this. I hope the parole board that talks about how much they do go to jail for watches this. And he's like knocking on the door. The music was playing pretty loud, which is probably why the guy couldn't hear him. This is hurting. Man, this sucks. This poor guy. How can someone do this to a child? How could someone consider themselves a human being and do this to a child? Like, he's standing there for a while. He's not going away. He's not scared. He needs food. He needs to be there. He's looking for something to eat. My stomach's sinking right now. Look, he almost walks away. He walks away. Don't go, don't go, don't go.
But he has duct tape around it.
Okay, so this has been... So I don't know what happened here. This switched... I guess he went to the back door, maybe. He gave me the guy was in his backyard, but then this is the other angle.
There's sores around them.
Yeah, there's sores around them. I think the good chance he's been...
He also has...
Oh, and he has around his
wrist
ankle.
as well.
I mean, his wrist as well. Okay, this boy has been...
Needs immediate attention.
Oh, look at that lady. She's like kneeling down to help him. She's like, oh my God, her heart's broken.
This kid is obviously been... I think he should have been...
Oh, that's so sad. And that's when the guy starts crying about this kid has obviously been really hurt, and like he started crying and the mom's crying. Those bastards. Okay, here's long crime. 12:56. Oh, there's the arrest video on long crime. So we can, I don't know if I get flagged by presenting this, but I guess we'll do the long crime one.
All right, I'm gonna have you stand up, all right? Thank you. Go ahead and face this officer. Go ahead and place your hands on top of your head. You notice your finger, please. Thank you. Just put your hands on top of your head. You're good. Look to your left. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Friday, I'm not going to work for the interview, but I got Jessica. She's eating.
Guys, be really careful with this stuff. This stuff is hitting me really hard too.
For that interview?
Oh, no.
So, when we'll call it if you want. We'll get you a card when you can get with Adam and schedule that, okay?
How do I schedule that? If you guys are on the phone.
We'll give you a card with the phone number.
Next to your
And
phone.
then, yeah, you can call Adam and have Adam call us.
We can schedule it, or you can call. Hey, Jess? Jessica? Hey, I'm calling. Trying to put it in there. Wait.
I'm just noticing this shot of her staring out over the landscape, and I'm thinking to myself, this is hopefully the last time she ever breathes fresh air outside and like sees this view. I'm hoping that's it. This woman is going to burn in hell. You believe Mormons believe what they believe in? You think that she thinks she's going to make it to the good planets? This is what they're going to do. They're going to burn in the outer darkness for this. This is what's going to happen, and they deserve it. No, this is at the police station. She's being escorted out after the interview that she didn't want to talk.
Yeah, you can.
Go ahead. Judy, this is the right side of the vehicle, please.
Be unfortunate if she tripped downstairs and smashed her face off the ground by accident.
Hop on in.
I hope they're not segregated.
If you need.
I had a crash on the right side, so my shoulder's screwed up.
Okay. Just be careful then. I'm got you right here.
I have a tear on my right side shoulder. You just literally teed a kid. Get wrecked. I hope your shoulder hurts.
As much as I can.
Would it
You want
feel more
double?
She's like sulking about it. Maybe you shouldn't have done that to a kid then. Maybe you should have thought about that.
comfortable? Yeah.
Put 2 cups on me. Go ahead and step on out. I got you.
I landed on
So he's gonna.
Come on out. No more.
We're gonna double cuff you so that you have more room for your shoulders. So he's
Okay.
gonna take one
Just
Get in the car, you damn savage.
of your hands out. Okay. When he does that, I want you to place that hand on your head for me.
I mean, there's one for her. Just trying to figure out which one would be easier.
All right.
Yeah. All right, step up, please. Thank you.
Look at her.
Don't
Eh?
face
She's
it.
just like, oh, look at this bitch. I have no other words to say, but look at this bitch. Okay. Look at this bitch.
That officer, put your hand on top of your head, please.
This is everything you deserve right here.
Analyze your fingers. Thank you. Hand on top of your head. Look to your left. Thank you. I just don't want to hit you in the head. I accident with the cup. Okay. Go down.
Tighter. Tighter.
Mark, you ready? The ones that lock on the outside.
Oh, right there.
Okay, yeah, I got them. I know you got searched already. I don't by Bates. You don't have anything in your pockets at all, right? You have just these ones only. Okay.
You understand? Are you okay? What criminal charges for? So you're under arrest?
Yeah, I want to read. Let's see this. I'm freezing. And this is like give me shivers too. Like, yeah.
Trace, you want to let you know what criminal charges for? So you're under arrest. It's going to be 2 counts, 2nd-degree felony of child abuse or neglect. Okay.
2.
You understand that?
Until they found out more. She's not going to say anything. Do you understand what he's saying? She doesn't say a word.
Are you okay? I'm
All right. No, she's not. She's a douche.
wondering if there's like a medical clearance that needs to, like, do you need medical attention before you go to the jail? Okay. All right. Well, we'll have you, as soon as she gets down here, we'll bring you out. Okay.
Got it.
Have
You guys
ever
are
been
watching-
arrested before?
No. Yeah, you guys are watching the embodiment of evil right now. This is something that should be very clear to you. And don't forget that this woman honestly thinks she was doing things for the Lord. And that's the embodiment of evil. Like the people are tricked by Satan and the thing. Like she is a demon. This woman is a demon to be able to do that to your children. So don't ever let it get crazy. Well, we could talk about theology some other day, but no, I don't believe that. But I'm hoping they do, right? We all want to see justice for people, but yeah, we can do theology some other day. I've never met someone who likes to make someone throw hands as much. Yeah.
I'm just concerned about you. I know you don't believe that.
Oh my gosh, look at her. She's like, I don't care. I don't care. Just let her go, buddy. Throw her down the stairs into the car. Let's go.
You need to talk to your husband and kind of worried about your circumstances and obviously your children as well.
So he's saying I spoke to your husband. That's why I'm worried. And he's worried about you and all this kind of stuff. Like, worry about the kids, husband. So that should tell you a little bit more too. This cop just admitted to you that he spoke to the husband, and Kevin is more worried about Ruby than he is his own children. Is that, you guys catching that right now? Don't miss that. More worried about Ruby. Well, what's going to happen? You know what? Who cares what happens to her? Look what she did to your children, dude. Worry about your kids like you did it for the last 13 months while this kid had to run over in his bare feet to the neighbor's house in Arizona weather, looking like he looked, and all you're worried about is Ruby and how she's dealing with this? You serious?
You're sure you don't need medical attention or anything like that?
Hey, buddy, just let's go. She's just ignoring him like a petulant child. Okay, a lawyer's not going to be like, okay, well, if you needed medical, you should probably have told him. That's not going to go against you in the court of law.
Soda.
Some soda. I got some in 2 years.
Why did you start today?
I don't know. It's all good.
Let them all laugh.
Too good right now drinking that soda.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're laughing about, but I hope it's at her expense.
We'll see.
Look at her. She's so pissed that they're just like having a good old time. Laughing.
We'll see what happens later tonight.
He just said, we'll see what happens later. I don't know what he's saying, but damn.
I will say it works out because I worked out for 2 hours today. So I heard to buy 3 sodas.
Yes, you did.
Now I'm sweating it off.
Okay, this is so weird. Okay, let's just get going. Anyway, so I'll stop. It's fine. I want to get to the call. I want to get to the Ruby call with Kevin. Where is that? Where can I find that? Oh, we'll do this video quickly first. This is them entering Jodi Hildebrandt's house for the first time. No, I've never worked in law enforcement. No. Someone want to Instagram me the link to the call? That would be awesome. Okay, here we go. Let's watch this. It's muted. I don't know why it's muted, but it's muted. Not me muting it. So they're getting this guy ready to go in to like check for stuff, I guess. Oh, why is it muted? Yep, the grandparents still stood by her after this. Imagine being the grandparents of this kid, okay?
184.
Sorry, imagine being the grandparents of this kid and getting to see this and still standing by your kid. Because those are your grandchildren. So it's not like you would be unhuman to stand for your grandchildren either, right? It sounds like everybody's taking the side of these parents and the kids are just like second thoughts. That's so weird to me. No, Kevin has not been charged. Likely not going to be. Hopefully karma catches up to him, though.
Front door's off to the left.
Oh, they're going in. Damn.
Ring. No, go for it.
Wow. Look at the door. The door is worth more than my house. Yeah, even the cops like, look at this freaking door. Oh, that would scare me too. Oh, here she comes to the door. Why isn't she answering the door?
Police officers, open up!
Oh, man.
Got movement right here.
Right there.
Yeah, I noticed this too. The home is like a fortress.
Got movement. Open the door!
Kick it in. Break the glass. Oh my
Jodi?
gosh.
I need you to step out.
I have my turn.
That's great. Step out of the house.
Look, oh my gosh. I have my attorney. I don't give a shit. Let's go, Granny.
No, I'm not gonna step out of the
Step out of the
house.
house.
She's no. If a cop tells you to step outside your house, you step outside your house. You don't just get to be like, my attorney said it didn't. Get out of here, lady. Oh, I hope they take her down.
Step out of the house.
Whoa!
We're just gonna
Whoa.
We're gonna be able to-
Wait a minute, how do you come to my house?
Right there.
Get her. Yes. Oh, man.
Look, they going into my house.
Just have a seat right there.
Do you have a search warrant?
Have a seat right
Do you
there.
have a search
Have a
warrant?
seat right there.
He should probably answer her, though.
I'll explain everything after. Have a seat right there.
Do you have a
Sit
search
down,
warrant,
lady.
sir?
She got 2 phones in her hand.
Control 12x11. Can you hold the air? We're searching the house.
I can tell you what's in the house.
Okay. Just have a seat right there for
Yeah.
me.
That's nice, lady. We just found a kid who is absolutely almost dead, and we'll take it from here, though. We trust you, though. But we'll check it out ourselves. Is that okay with you there? Okay, you potato.
Do you have a search warrant?
We'll explain it after this.
You can't just come into my house without a search warrant.
Yeah, they can if they think there are kids in danger. They damn well can.
We'll explain everything after this, ma'am.
It's muted. I don't know what's going on.
Well, that's one of the reasons why we're here. So we'll explain after everything's done, after we clear the house and make sure everything's fine in
But
there.
why are you coming into my house without a
We'll
search warrant?
explain it after this.
But that doesn't make sense. You
What? Are you serious? What do you mean doesn't make sense? Like this is why we're watching this, because she's like, that doesn't make sense. What do you mean? Look what we found. You're in jail now. You're going to prison for a long time. It totally makes sense.
come into my house and do what you want, and then you tell me you don't have a
No, we'll
warrant?
explain why we did.
But don't you have to have a warrant?
Not at this moment, we don't.
No, we think there are kids in danger, so we don't give a crap about a warrant. And you shouldn't.
We're here on exigent circumstances.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
I'll explain it after this, after my sergeant and the officer.
Okay. So let me find the call. Let me see if I can find it here. All right, let me see if I can find it. I'm just looking for the call, guys. Here it is. No, I need a call. Where's the call? Hold on. I'm looking for it. Oh my gosh. Okay. If someone could send me the call, I'm just looking through it right now, guys. I'm really, really trying. I promise. Doing this in real time with you. On Reddit, which, oh, I should check the Reddit. I can't find it. Sorry, let me find this. They have video inside the house. Okay, I'm looking. I'm just trying to be up with the new body cam on KUTV. Okay, let me take a look. Okay, inside Jodi Hildebrandt's home. Okay, yeah, I see it here. Okay, here we go. And then in the meantime, I will try to find the phone call footage.
Work.
That one, maybe a couple times.
I seen that and made sure that it was dead. That would a little intimidating.
Yeah.
You could probably sit on the couch so you're not out here in the sun.
You know what? No. You know what? I'm sorry. I know that cops have to do this, but like, hey, you could probably go have a comfortable seat. How about you sit on the ass hot pavement in your bare feet out here, and I'll make you do some general labor while we stand around away. How about that? Let's do that. How about that? Hey, yeah. Damn.
Okay. If you guys want to go sit down,
Go to the bathroom.
absolutely. Just have to make sure no one's in the bathroom and let her go in.
Okay.
Just grab your
I can go right.
Okay. Okay. He's talking. I don't know where he's at.
He's talking to mine.
I think he's outside. Or
Did he bring all the cars up?
I hope so. Otherwise, mine's still blocking the road.
Bro, like the address, I pulled it up, right? And I drove over. It's like, I'm the last car at the very end.
The banter between the police is it hits me a little bit weird because they're like on the way over and they're laughing about it like the day at work. Like, this is a really serious thing and they're on camera. Doesn't that bother some people? I don't know. Is it just me being weird?
Oh, damn. I think.
I rolled up and the lady's like, oh, they're down the street. I was like, what the heck? Why are the car
Yeah, I think he went down and grabbed mine. Mine was blocking on the other road. So.
Yeah. Those guys went.
Oh, yeah.
One of them on the wall.
That's what I would. That's what I would.
Smoke over for you. And then someone also picking it.
I should have more bracelets.
Holy. Yeah. Okay, what are you just standing there for? Just taking a leak?
Must miss.
Oh, he was waiting for her to take a piss.
Must miss that stuff. We just have a seat on the couch.
Look at her. She's like, that's dead man walking right there. She knows she's done. She knows she's done. Yeah, this is Jodi's house. Look, she got like $1 million automatic blinds, $6 million house. Like, this is crazy. You had everything. You had all the money and everything in the world. And you threw it all away to be a complete asshole. That's nice. All right, let's look at this other one here. I think I have the audio up. Okay, so this is on Jessica Danielle's channel. Just shout out to Jessica Danielle for posting this. I wanted to make sure I say that. And let's listen to, apparently it's the first phone call from the jail.
This is a free call from
Ruby, Franke, Purgatory Corrections.
An inmate at
Purgatory.
Correctional Facility. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 to accept all communications from this inmate and Telmate. To deny this call, press. Thank you for using Telmate.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Oh.
When I
was like, you there? Yeah, hi, just listen. Like, she's not even like, hey, Ruby, I don't, oh man, I've seen a lot of real crime documentaries with serial killers. She's crazy.
saw how long this separation was lasting, I wanted to think of some ways that I could bring in money or make some money if you didn't ever come back. So that's when I asked if you would co-sign on a loan if I found a house, and maybe I could Airbnb it or rent it out.
So if you're not, what I'm catching is like there was no lead up to like, how you doing? What's going on? She's like, look, I was trying to make money because if our separation was going to go a lot longer. It's making it sound like he separated from her. Right? It's a call to Kevin from Ruby at the prison. It's making it sound like he left. And she's like, look, I just wanted to make sure, in order to make money, if you're going to be gone forever, I wanted to sell the house or Airbnb it to make money and all that kind of stuff. That's where she's catching up, right? Yeah, they made millions on YouTube. So what is going on here? Where's all your money? What do you mean you're trying to make money? What? And don't forget, Jodi is rich.
Or I've been playing with numbers in my head and I think I could make something, but I don't want to be dumb. I want to be very conservative. So I pulled the money and I have it in a bag.
If I'm hearing this correctly, she's admitting to him that she pulled all the money from their bank accounts and put it in a bag. Was she getting ready to run? What was going? Were they going to kill somebody and then just go? Yeah, she's talking like she's trying to get out. And she's like, I have a bag of money. And then, what? Did we just hear? They had a lot of money, guys. They made lots of money. So when she says things, she's like, so she's telling Kevin, basically, she's like, look, I'm arrested now about it. Might as well tell you the truth. He probably had no money because she took it all. That's what it sounds like. Wow.
With you? Do the police have it?
Well, I don't know what the police took.
So, oh my God, guys, are you listening to this? Hear this for a second. This woman is in prison for what she did to her children. Kevin knows this. And all they care about right now, where's the money? Did the police take the bag of money? Where's the money? I don't know. Maybe they have it. Oh boy, do they have the money? Kevin's not like, what did you do to my children? What do you? I would be like, what the did you do to my children? What's going on? What, it's almost like he knew, right? Doesn't that sound like he already kind of knew what's going on? All right, well, let's figure this out. Where's the bag of money? Where's the bag of money? She's probably trying to explain why there's a bag full of money in their house when the police search her house, or trying to tell him, go get the bag of money in the house, is what she's probably telling him. Oh my God. Oh, that's why she wanted Sherry arrested, because Sherry went into that. Did Sherry take the bag of money? I hope so, because you know what? That's the kids' money. Give that to the kids. I hope Sherry has that bag of money and buried under a tree or something. What? Guys, this is the biggest break in this I've ever seen. All along, it's always been about the money. And this guy gets a call from his wife from prison. The first call he took, there's a bag of money. Go find it. There's always money in the banana stand. I hope she took the money. That's why he got. It's not that the video. He doesn't give a shit about the video. She took the money. I hope so.
I don't know what the police have.
But the bag was at Jodi's house.
They can't just take people's money. I mean, that's not right.
You have a bag of money in a same house where you're literally tortoising children? And they're probably going to be thinking, is this bag of money related to possible child trafficking? They could take that in for evidence for show. Because when he went to get the evidence at the police department, there was no bag of money. Remember, he was like, is this everything? Because there was no bag of money. He was asking, where is this everything? And then when he had her arrested or wanted her arrested is because maybe she's got the bag of money. What is happening right now? I'm going to pull up the video of Kevin at the police station. There's clearly no bag of money.
Well, they're not going to take the money, but when they have a search warrant, they have access to everything in the house.
Sure. Yeah.
They don't even care about their kids. How are the kids? Where are the kids? What's going on? If this woman loved her children and like obviously doesn't, but if she did and even wanted to pretend like she did, wouldn't the first word out of your mouth to your husband be like, how are the kids? Where are they? Do we know what's going on? It's not. It's where's the bag of money? They have a bag of money. There's a bag of money. That's all they care about. And what? No wonder they didn't release this before all this crap, because if we would have all heard this before, there would have been way more public outrage about this. But Sherry only went to the house. Okay, so they're saying that. Are they clear that it was at Jodi's house though? I didn't hear her clarify that. If the money isn't in the bank, then the assets can be frozen. So this is a very good comment, because listen here. She likely knew something was going to go on or something's happening. She freed her money out of the bank because something's going on and she didn't want it to be frozen. So she made it liquid and put it in a bag and hid it. She has not asked about the kids yet. This was her first call. Yeah, no kids, nothing. There was a cellmate that came forward saying she overheard a conversation talking about the money and that she would blame Kevin, would want a divorce if she found out what she did to the kids. Yeah. Oh, that makes more sense. So Kevin finds out and he's going to divorce, so she liquefies the money and so he can't get any of it. That's basically what it is. So she's admitting to him she took all the money. The call gets, well, okay.
I have a feeling we're going to need that money.
You think?
We might do. So I haven't been making big purchases. I've been very conservative. I think the biggest expense has been the kids' schooling, and that's they have enough curriculum to get them for a couple years. So
okay.
This is so freaking weird, people. This is so weird.
I just received a text from Ted Dawson out of the blue. Ted Dawson, who I haven't heard from in years.
What, he just texted you?
Yeah, the story's out. So he said, Stormy sent me an article and it just broke my heart. I just wanted you to know I'm thinking about you, and if I can ever be a resource, we are always here.
Are we in the news?
We're in the news. She's worried about being in the news. So far, nothing about kids. How are the kids? Nothing. Where's the money? Are we in the news? Oh, the story's broken. And Ted, let me be real with you for a second if you're watching this, Ted. Why are you going to be, I'm here for you. You guys literally destroyed your entire family and your children, but I'm here for you, bro, if you need any help. Are you kidding me?
It sounds like that at least you're in the news. I don't know about me. I don't know what he's talking about. But
like Kevin, I don't know if I'm in the news. You're in the news.
I'm wondering if they went to Sherry to like ask her questions?
I don't.
Okay, you're hearing what I'm hearing, right? I wonder if they went to Sherry to ask her questions. They know that Sherry's on the outs. Sherry holy shit. So they're like, it's almost conspiring and be like, okay, well, I wonder if they like, I hope Sherry has a big bag of money right now hidden somewhere. She's implying Sherry's going to talk because Sherry knows some stuff. Yep. Sorry, I know you guys want to hear the clip. I do too, but that's how my brain works.
These bookings are public.
I know they are. And a couple of months ago, Business Insider was reaching out to me, and I ignored their email, but I'm going dark. I'm not at BYU. I'm not at BYU anymore, so I don't know how they're going to find me.
What?
Yeah, maybe it was a blessing.
Maybe it was a blessing. A blessing.
The devil's been after me for years, and he's mad as heck.
What's going on? I don't know what's going on.
Have you shared that with the detectives?
They blanked something out here, and that's something crazy that they blanked out here, and I don't know why. The devil's after me. For what? The devil's after you? You abused your kids.
I have not said a word until I have an attorney.
Okay, well, you know that this phone call is being recorded.
You have 1 minute remaining for this call.
Yes, that will come out. That will come out.
Yeah, well, we're listening to it right now.
When we were driven to the jail, the detective was putting us in the car, and Jodi said,
"Why are they cutting this stuff out? What did Jodi say?"
Trust you. So
I'm pissed that why can't we hear that stuff? Why not? Oh, probably because it had to do with the kids, right?
They're going to be in the hospital for 3 days.
No, they are now talking about the kids.
So weird. It's just not necessary. They're trying to exaggerate this. Oh,
I don't. They didn't show me.
Like the hero.
But they didn't show me any pictures or anything, but the way they described it, it was very...
Sorry, guys. I know you guys want me to play this, but I can't. I have to stop and talk about it, or my brain won't remember it to later. Yeah, you heard what she just said. Let's replay that part, okay?
They're going to be in the hospital for 3 days.
So weird. It's just not necessary. They're trying to exaggerate this.
You just heard her say, so weird. They're just, it's not that bad. It's not a big deal. That's what she just said to you. That's what she thinks about what just happened. That's why this was probably going to escalate into something a lot more crazy. Because even at this point, she's like, they're just blowing it out of proportion. That's what she just said to you. And this guy is on here being like, it's like they're talking about the kids like they're just objects. They're not even their children. Like, if this was my wife and she did that, I'd be like, if I find out, like, it's crazier than you're saying right now, like, you can get effing wrecked. Like, oh my gosh. And he's just like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'm not even working at BYU anymore. Like, the holy crap. This guy didn't be like, where, what? Oh my, I've never seen anything like this in my life. I am blown away.
Oh.
They didn't show me.
Like the hero.
I don't know. Ruby said something about making someone a hero.
But they didn't show me any pictures or anything, but the way they described it, it was very serious.
You have exceeded the allowable time for this call. Goodbye.
Oh, they hung up.
Please see the truth. I know it's obscured.
Please see the truth. I know it's obscured. No, we saw the truth with our own eyes with cameras. What is she? Where does she get off saying, please see the truth? I know it's obscured. What truth? You punished a child to the point of like, and we've heard, and I'm not going to repeat it, okay? We know what you did. Please see the truth? First of all, Kevin, she could have been like, where were you? Also, but excuse me? Please see the truth?
I'm where I see the facts, I see the truth, and that's what I'm gathering.
You know my heart.
What are they charging
you? Know
you
my
with?
heart.
2 charges of second degree for child.
2 charges of second degree child.
Yes.
Okay.
If she's saying they're trying to make the boy the hero, why is she saying why is she speaking about him? Like, that's your child. That's your child.
Wow. That's very serious.
It's interesting. I had the prompting over the last month to read Viktor Frankl. Reading him.
Me too.
It was like the worst part was not knowing the end. He said he had an inmate that's man searched for meaning, and he was a prisoner in World War II. And he said the worst part and the greatest bringing of depression was not the lack of food, and it wasn't the weather conditions. It was not knowing how long it would last. So I think I was prepared for this.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm stopping her here for a second. So she's reading this book about this guy who talks about being in prison, and she's like, she just turned herself into a victim, by the way. Totally unrealizing that this is what her child just went through. It's not the lack of food, it's not this, it's the lack of love, it's like this not knowing the end. That kid just went through enormous, torturous suffering, and you don't seem to care. But now you're worried about you and your food, lack of food and weather. And you guys hearing what she's saying right now? Are you seeing what she's saying? She's completely ignoring the fact of what just happened to her child, and she is now the victim. This is family vlogging in a nutshell, by the way, everybody. This is insane to me that she just said that. And F you. That's it.
I do feel strong. I feel calm. And you know what? Adults have a really hard time understanding that children can be full of evil and what that takes to fight it.
Oh my God. Adults have a hard time understanding that children can be evil and what it takes to fight the evil. How far would you have gone to fight this evil, Ruby? This perceived evil that you had, that this kid, this normal kid who grew up under your care their whole life and are a direct result of your parenting. Okay? The evil. What were you going to do about it? She just threw her kid so far under the bus after doing this to him. And she's like, well, he was evil. Your child. And you're like, okay, well, once they see he's evil, they'll let me out of jail. That's what she's thinking here. She's blaming this child for what happened to this child. And Kevin's not like, okay, hold on a second here. Let's back it up a hair. What do you mean? And he's just completely like, yeah, cool. Sounds good. Because he knows he's being recorded. That's why. God, I hate this guy. I hate these people.
You've seen what it takes to fight evil. It's not the person you're fighting. And it can look like something it's not.
Oh my gosh.
There, you know that.
Is she trying to tell him we were trying to exorcise our kid? Like we're trying to like take demons out of our kid? Is that what she's trying to tell this guy right now?
And so I don't know any adults who are going to see the truth. So
oh, we saw the truth.
I'm calm about this, and I just pray that you'll hang in there.
You have 1 minute remaining for this call.
I think I can call back, but
Yeah, but just in case, I'm preparing to step up and fight for the children. They've been taken. And there's going to be a hearing in the next couple of days here in Provo.
All right, let me stop you there for a second, douchebag. I'm prepared to step up and fight for the children. Oh, now you are. Yeah. Once they've already gone through the shit, now I'm prepared to step up for your children, are you? What an asshole. Like, where were you for the last 13 months when this was going on with your children? Now you're prepared to step up for them? Why? You kidding me right now? Where were you?
I'm sorry. I signaled to Joe. Will you say that one more time?
Yes, I'm prepared to step up and fight for the children. They've been taken into custody. They're in foster care, and there's going to be a hearing within the next 2 or 3 days.
What about Abby and Julie?
Them too, all 4 were taken.
Where did they go to get Abby and Julie?
Oh my
I don't know. They while I was with them, they got Abby, and they were looking.
You have
for Julie.
exceeded the allowable time for this call. Goodbye.
Kevin Frankie's a twat. I'm just trying to process this in my head for a second. He does sound coach. This is a very good, Candace. Good catch. There's a lawyer there. He knows he's being recorded because he had to tell her that. He understands that going into this call. He knew, and he said very calculated with what he said. I wonder if there's more calls. Is there more calls? So you want to disseminate that call. That's the most important part of this case so far. And that's why Kevin should be in jail, right? This guy clearly doesn't care about his children. If he did, he would have been in their life, and he would have been fighting to be in their life from the beginning. None of this would have happened if Kevin probably would have just stepped in. His replies are delayed. Yeah, it's being dictated to him. And the most notable part of this call was not, how are the kids? How are you doing? What's going on? Kevin, tell me everything. It's like, hey, there's a bag of money. Then that's it. And then, the people are going to think that I'm evil for, torturing my child. I hope they don't see that, though. It's, this child is evil. Our child that we had together, that we raised together, that is our blood, that we're sworn to protect. That child is evil. And everybody's going to see all that, and we're going to be fine. They're meant to, like, this. Kevin should never be able to see his children at minimum ever again. He should be in jail, but he should never, ever, ever get custody of these children ever again. Never. It's always been about her, Caroline. Always. All these family vloggers, they think it's about, like, people watch them and they're like, you're such a good mom. You're so selfless. You love your kids. You can't be this type of person if you are selfless. You're selfish. It's always about the mom or the dad putting the stuff on the camera. It's always about them and how it makes them look and what it does for them. That's why I do this. They're all like Ruby. They might not go to the depths that she went, but they're all like that. I'm sure they did keep journals. Even the little boy said it was his fault, right? This is Ruby projecting that onto them. Yeah. Is there journal? Someone's seen a lot of things about journals. That's crazy. That's it. If you watch these people and you're invested in their lives, you're part of the exploitation of children. Is there another video? They're updating the stuff like instantly. Like we've seen everything. Here's the one that people are asking me to play. Obviously the kid's been blurred, but this is them finding the other daughter. Here you go.
Talk. Okay. There's nothing at all you want to talk about at all? It's okay to talk to me. Are you scared? What?
Oh, thanks, Jessica. I'll take a look at it.
I promise. Pinky promise. We helped your brother. And we got him some help too. And that's what we want to do for you. If we want to get you some help too. We are safe. We will not hurt you, and we won't do anything to hurt you.
Jessica, where'd you post it? I'm on your channel here. Everybody head over to Jessica Danielle at Jessica Danielle on YouTube and give her a subscription. Oh, there, that is the room, guys. If you guys are wondering, sorry, I'm being negligent here and not showing you where they found this little girl. And I want to point this out again, just to make sure you guys realize where they are sitting here with this little girl is that little prison room. It looks like that to me anyway. In that little prison room, that's where this little girl was sitting. So I want to make sure you guys know that. And that I was eviscerated for saying that there was some kind of prison room or some kind of like hidden room. And everybody's like, no, like that. We're seeing it all now. So she just said, sorry, I want to hear this again just because look for the other stuff, but.
Are you scared? What?
They blanket out. I don't know what
So
she's
can we
saying.
carry you from there? I promise. Pinky promise. We helped your brother. And we got him some help too. And that's what we want to do for you. If we want to get you some help too. We are safe. We will not hurt you, and we won't do anything to hurt you.
That child is also emaciated, just so you're aware if you're looking. So I'm looking at Jessica's channel. I'm just looking for her here. To see about that other call. There's another call. Here it is. So this is on Jessica's channel as well. Everybody, you want to make sure you go over there and subscribe. But here, let's play this. Make sure, guys, remember, credit where credit is due. This is Jessica Danielle's channel. Right here. All right, here we go.
Nightmare here, Dennis. Nobody wants the truth. Yeah. Nobody wants the truth. Nobody wants the truth because these kids, I told Doug, I woke up, the spirit told me, it's all the devil. I mean, you've
I hate when they do this.
seen him. I mean, I've known you, for 5 years? You've watched him come at me, come at me, come at me, come at me. Mm-hmm. And you're exactly right, because he knows I know what he's doing. And he uses these kids. And he uses all of us as the adults, the parents that don't hold the kids accountable. So now it's
Trigger warning.
to make a kid sleep on the floor. You know, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so I gotta stop her. So because this is how my brain works. So she just says, I don't know if she's talking about Kevin or who she's talking about. Somebody's coming out about she's really upset about them, like, oh, they think it's to make a kid sleep on the floor. Abuse. It is. They're talking about Chad right now, everybody. They're talking about making Chad sleep on a beanbag for 8 months and taking his bathroom door off and sending him to a conversion camp. They're talking about, she's like, they think it is abuse. Are you kidding me?
Ridiculous. You can't even raise your kids anymore.
So what I'm
It's like you can't even raise your kids anymore. What does the world come to?
saying is you're being crucified in public opinion.
Yeah.
So your fear has to be super prepared. And the only way he's going to get prepared is if you push him and ride him.
Okay, I will. I'll call him today.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem really animated. He seems like, you know, the
Yeah,
pictures are going to destroy you. And I'm like, we didn't do that. We didn't do that.
Who did then?
Pictures we did not do. He did that to himself, yes. Did we put that on him and then he rubbed around and cut himself? Yes. But we didn't do that.
You didn't starve him? He starved himself? Did okay, cool. Yeah. What a bitch. You conniving, skanky bitch.
Almost done. You know, I had a guy from a ward that I was staying. I was at their ward.
Okay.
He came over and he gave me a blessing. And he told me probably about 2 months ago, he said, he doesn't know anything about me. He doesn't know about what I do for a living or anything. And he goes, what you've been doing is going to change. You're going to be teaching differently in the next little.
Yeah, you're going to be teaching in prison. How to get shanked in a shower.
while.
Wow.
Like, what in the world? I mean, Ryan, I know this sounds crazy, and I still can't put my finger on why it feels this way. But it feels like I was being set up to end up here.
By the devil. By the devil?
Bizarro.
By the devil.
I mean, I shouldn't be here. I haven't done anything wrong.
Right. But my goodness.
You have 1 minute remaining for this call.
Run out of time.
But it was like everything got taken out of the house, and it's in the storage unit so that I could come to jail.
What? Funny jokes.
But it really feels that way. I don't know if I'm going to be like some kind of example, but when I get out of here, I have a story to tell, and I am going to try to do everything I can to protect the children because that's what's happening.
Yeah. Is that what's happening?
Absolutely.
Horribly.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of the kids.
Who's this jackass he's talking to?
Anyways, it's a story, but when you come up with that.
Yeah. Okay, so in the
stupid delusional bitch. Oh yeah, it's the kids are being by you, crack ass. By you, they're being Yeah, guys, this is hard stuff to hear. This is like this is humans doing this to other humans and then thinking that they're right about it. Yes, her and Ruby both think the devil is making this all happen, right? I hate when Christians blame the devil for all their own sin. That's so stupid. Like, way to be like, well, it's the devil who did it. No, you did it. You have a choice to make. You have free will. God gave you free will. If you want to get into a little bit of theology, you have free will to do anything you want, make the choices you want to make. You can't blame the devil for the choices that you make. I'm sorry. Okay? And if you're a Christian and you think the devil's attacking you, then you got someone to back you up. That's Jesus. And you can pray. Right? They always just pivot. Oh, the devil. F off. Oh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe what we just watched. She blamed, it's not Chad, but she blamed the injuries of the child and the duct tape. Oh, he was rolling around playing. No. You blame the injuries? Yeah, did he duct tape his own wrists and his ankles together? Did he starve himself? Right? Did he do crazy amount of work outside in the hot sun? Is that his fault? He did that to him? Okay. You son of a bitch. I can't believe people like this exist on Earth. And I can't believe that they're likely going to get, especially Ruby. I hope that when they go up to the board for like their next, okay, well, let's see how long you're going to stay in jail, that this repeatedly comes back up. All this stuff, and is like, okay, you're staying in jail. You're staying in jail. If they get out after 4 years, I've lost literally all hope in anything that has to do with protecting children. I've lost all hope. Oh my God. So Jessica's got this video on her channel too. Thank God Jessica compiled all this stuff here of, I guess, him working on her property. So just, I don't know who took that video footage, but kids outside working. Okay, I need to see these journals. Where are these journals? I'm getting an article up here. Here's the article here. I will not feed a demon. Ruby Frank details of her children in newly released journals. A journal kept by 41-year-old Ruby Franke, who along with co-defendant 50-year-old Jodi Hildebrandt is in prison for aggravated child outlines and trading, blah, blah, blah. Okay. The journals were recovered by investigators shortly after the pair's arrest in August 2023. The writings, released to St. George News, encompass dozens of pages authored by Franke starting in the middle of May 2023, when she brought her two youngest children to live with Hildebrandt in a remote, affluent area of Ivans. The final journal entry was dated on August 25th, 5 days before the pair was arrested after Santa Clara, 5 days after the pair were arrested. How is the final dated entry after they were arrested? Okay. Over the course of more than 3 months, Franke outlined the training program that was implemented with the intent to remove the evil from her 9-year-old daughter and her 12-year-old son, whom Franke describes as the spawns of Satan. She describes her children as the spawns, 5 days before, as the spawns of Satan. Franke describes the program as an intervention for the possessed. She's telling you, and this didn't come up in court. Stripping down a child's world to basics of beans and rice and hard work would be considered abuse, Franke wrote, but it was necessary for the prideful child. Oh my God, how does this continue to get worse? In the writings, the program consisted of long periods of exposure to the elements. One day in July, after the older child was forced to work for hours in the hot sun, Franke took old mop water and poured it over the child. This kid was living and being in a prison. This is a mother who thinks her kid is possessed by the devil, and after working hours in the hot sun in July in Arizona, pours old dirty mop bucket water over his head. Also in July, both children were told to stand in the sun since only demons stay in the shade. When the children refused, Franke used a cactus poker, to force the children back into the sun. The heat the children were exposed to was not as hot as the heat in hell, Franke wrote, telling her daughter that she was where the child would burn along with the rest of the wicked. This girl is 9 years old. My son is 9 years old. You told your daughter, stand out in the sun so the demon could be more comfortable because it's more hot in hell than this, and you're going to burn in hell. You told your 9-year-old daughter she's going to burn in hell. This is all brought up to the court, and the judge hears all this, and this doesn't come up ever. So either get used to it or start changing, she told the child. Water was also restricted, and whenever the children were caught drinking water from one of the garden hoses outside, Franke wrote that they were stealing water. Guys, yeah, do not stay in this chat if this is getting, it's hard to hear. I'm getting pissed. During another instance, Franke suspected that her son drank water during one of the numerous fasts she instituted. He admits to stealing water 3 times yesterday. He lies and feels no remorse. Odd. You don't feel remorse about literally almost killing your children. So wonder where he got that from, you asshole. Food was restricted according to several of the entries, and both children were forced to endure days without food or water. During what Franke described as fasting, which the children were required to do as often as means to invite them to be humble. We've heard her say that. I invite you to be humble. I invite you to, like, she would say that to her children a lot. I invite you to this, to be good. I invite you, like, to get punished. Everybody should be getting mad about this. Following the 2-day fast for her daughter, Franke wrote, she has hardened her heart and will do one more day of fasting. That's torture, and I cannot believe they were not arrested they weren't charged for torture. In many instances, the children were required to confess before they were given food. If you want food, then be prepared to tell the truth about your behaviors. In another instance, she told her young daughter, I will not feed a demon. In one entry, Franke says she placed her daughter on a dog bath and shaved the youngster's head. All her long hair is gone. No more distracting with hair. Didn't Hitler do this? Part of the program required the children to perform repetitive tasks that included carrying boxes up and down the stairs, in part to show them the value of hard work. According to multiple entries in the journal, Franke describes how the children were forced to carry boxes up and down the stairs for entire days. Then she says, good works need to be painful, she wrote of the exercises. In one instance, Franke explained the reason for the task to the 8-year-old. It's because you follow Satan that you keep doing boxes. These kids are living in an internment camp. They're living in a prison camp. This is Gitmo. This is like illegal according to the standards of like human law and government and all like UN. Like this is a violation of like war crimes. She's literally torturing these children, and it's like they're prisoners, and they're trying to get information out of them. They're exercising the demons out of them by torturing them. And she only got, and it will likely be out of jail in 4 years, if not less. And this didn't get put into consideration at all? The children were separated from one another with periods of complete isolation, obviously in the prison cell she had in her basement, causing them to lose all track of time. When Franke realized her son knew his birthday had passed, she wrote, he has been counting days. Didn't even get a birthday. Remember, we were upset with her taking Christmas away from her kids? And we were like, that's crazy. And then The children were separated from, okay, so the younger child had also appeared to be trying to keep track of the days, telling Frankie she thought they had been there about 8 weeks. To that, Frankie said the child, she felt like she hadn't made any progress, to which the child, so to that, Frankie asked the child if she felt like she had made progress, to which the child said yes. She's mad at these kids for counting the days. They're in prison. I told her she was delusional, Frankie wrote. She asked her a question, have you made progress? The daughter says, yes, I have. Then she said, you're delusional. You have not made progress. This is the lunch scandal. Like, she didn't feed her kid. We saw all this, guys. We saw all this. This is 10 times worse than what we realized. Placing the children in a closet was also mentioned numerous times. In one entry referring to the youngest child, Frankie wrote, Jodi carried her back to this closet and she screamed and sulked and asked for water. Why is she writing this down? But the closet is likely the safe, the prison safe. By August 7th, both children were in isolation much of the time and were sent into sedation. As mentioned more than once during the last days and weeks, she was putting them to sleep, people, with medicine. These kids were being put to death slowly. That's what's happening here, everybody. Don't get it twisted. These kids were being put to death because they're there for 8 weeks and still hadn't made any progress to the demons. What do you think was going to be next? She starved them and didn't give them water for days. Remember this kid, this woman just got arrested and is going to spend the rest of her life in prison? She went out on a vacation for 10 days and left her 16-month-old in the crib and it died? She was gone for 10 days and that child died the most horrific death. These kids that was what's happened to these children too. When her son continued to bang on the side of the closet, Frankie wrote that she got a pair of boots and went in and kicked him again. Oh my God. She got a pair of boots to go kick her son. The children routinely slept on the concrete basement floor while Frankie told them she slept in a soft bed. Somebody get these journals to the prisoners at that. Can we write letters to prisoners at this prison? One morning in June, Frankie awoke at 2:30 a.m. to find the older child gone. And when she went outside to look for him, she found pebbles arranged to form a message that read, jail. I will call when I get there. You guys need to understand what this kid just wrote with pebbles, okay? This kid is saying it feels like he is guilty. He doesn't realize he feels like he deserves this. He is saying, I'm going to jail, I'll call when I get there. Even after all the and everything happened to this kid, he's saying, it's my fault still. That's what you're hearing here. That's exactly what you're hearing. This is the most insane thing I've ever read in my entire life. I'm having a hard time reading this, guys. How long is this? Holy shit. She then woke Hildebrandt and they drove around looking for the child. Frankie wrote that both were hoping he had not reached the main road yet. While searching, Frankie prayed that she and Hildebrandt would be protected while they searched for the boy. Oh, Father, we need a miracle. Show us where he is. She went on to write, they needed to speed up the search since they were in race against the sun to find the boy before dawn. Minutes later, she spotted the child walking on the side of the road and described the look of shock on the child's face when she pulled up. She also noted they found the child before sunrise when they'd be more visible to others, writing, the devil wants me in prison. Finding the child, she wrote, was a miracle from God. Following the escape attempt, the boy spent time in the closet, was tethered to Franke, and was only allowed outside without shoes so he wouldn't run away. Franke wrote that she wrote so he wouldn't run away. Franke wrote that she and Hildebrandt were, quote, buying time until they could move away from Ivan's, which was, quote, not conducive to the intervention they were engaged in with children. They were here. They were about to move somewhere more remote so they could hurt these children even more, if not kill them. That's what you're hearing. It's not conducive here. We need to move somewhere more remote. When the kid ran away, they got scared and they said, okay, let's move out of here and do the torture somewhere else. That's what they said. While the children believed that once the training was over, they would be able to return to their home in Springville in northern Utah, Franke wrote they had different plans for the children. They are never going home. How are they not? How is this not evidence of attempted murder? How is this not evidence of that, guys? To explain this to me. Was this journal put in for evidence? It was they're never going home, she said, in her own words. This is all I can think of. She's gonna kill them. This is Lori Vallow. And notice the religion thing. Same religion stuff. Weird stuff. It was during this time that Hildebrandt was preparing to sell her home so they could move to Arizona. Sorry, they were in Utah to Arizona, which would get the children to open land. A move that Franke said she needed to happen sooner than expected, since they could not continue the program in Ivans as the children continued to scream and wail. We decided the escalation of the kids is not manageable. Oh my God, what are we doing here? We decided the escalation of the kids is not manageable. She went on to write they needed enough property to build a ranch where good can be done and where the kids could experience natural outcomes. What is that supposed to mean? Natural outcomes. The kids need a good kick from a horse and a cactus to run into. The children were kept in the dark about the move and had no idea of Franke and Hildebrandt's plans to move to a desolate area in the Arizona desert, which would end their days of enjoying the air conditioning and other amenities in the Ivans' home. But once they moved to Arizona, things would be different. We will drop them like hot potatoes in the desert, their new home. She's writing this down. On August 1, Hildebrandt contacted Franke from Arizona to advise she was looking at a 500-acre piece of property, and at some point, Hildebrandt sent a text, "I found the land." These people are, this is murder. By August 16th, less than 2 weeks before the arrest, Franke writes that one of the children was full of evil puffy infection, and described how the older child needed help with balance and coordination. When asked to balance on one foot, the child fell over, hit his nose on the ground, and began bleeding. By August 25th, 5 days before the arrest, Franke wrote that both children were still defiant and were out of control as the girl continued to scream and scream. They were being. In one of the final entries in the journal, Franke describes her role as a mother by writing that the two youngest children were sent to her because of the powerful intervention she was performing upon the possessed. God knew I would take my responsibility to mother them seriously. In the morning of August 30th, the older child climbed out of a window and ran to the house of a neighbor who called the police. By that time, both children had been kept in isolation and neither had seen other more than a month. Inside of a panic room of the home, detectives found the ropes and handcuffs used to bind the other child, while the younger child was still bound when officers found her locked in a dark closet. Washington County Attorney Eric Clark told St. George News in an early interview the children are doing better than expected. Franke and Hildebrandt were sentenced to consecutive years, 1 to 15 years. And that's just what we know so far. Angie, this is what I'm thinking. We've been covering this since it started. And every time we do a new video, it gets worse. And I cannot believe what I just wrote there. And she had the audacity to stand up in court and be like, and like have a straight face and only like, and this wasn't freaking an attempted murder. Like, are you serious? Here's another article my mod sent me here.
Just in, Washington County is releasing new evidence in Ruby Franke and Jodi Hildebrandt's case that's already been tried and adjudicated, the child abuse case.
Like, we're going to try to find the kid for you.
We need to identify that house. If there's 2 other kids there, we need to go do a security sweep of that house and help them.
It's about like 1711. Can you head over here?
We're going through this body cam footage, phone calls, and journal entries right now. Some of it is graphic and, frankly, very disturbing. So we're choosing not to share it on air. Both women pleaded guilty and were sentenced to 4 1 to 15-year terms in prison to be served consecutively.
How dare you? And again, someone just wrote something about the grandparents. Like, I know the journals were just released, but is Bonnie Holing going to read these journal entries? Is the grandparents going to read these journal entries and be like, still stand by her? Are they going to stand by her? Jessica, you have the journal? Please Instagram it to me, please. Are you? I can't read it on here today. I'm done with that. But please send it to me and I'll do another video on the journal. Thanks for all your work, Jessica. I really appreciate what you're doing here. Yeah, you know what that's so funny about all this crap? Not funny, but what's so crazy is Bonnie just like, hey, we're going to Florida. Yeah, look at our lives. Fuck you, Bonnie Holing. I know I'm not supposed to say the F word. Fuck this entire family. There's video of Kevin being questioned. Let's find it. Hey, mods, my beavers, can you actually get Jessica Danielle's channel and tag it in here so people can go subscribe, please? Law and crime? Okay. Oh, here it is. Holy, it's 45 minutes long. Okay, well, we'll take a look at it. Maybe we'll scrub through it a bit, but I'll probably do an entire video about this itself.
I'm going to review the Miranda rights before we start. We're just kind of ask you a few questions about your involvement. Okay, so first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in the court of law. Okay, you have the right to an attorney or to have him or her present while questioning. If you cannot afford to hire one, one will be hired to represent you. If you decide to answer questions, you can stop at any time. Okay, do you understand your rights?
I do.
Okay, do you wish to speak to me now?
Well, I want to pick up my kids.
How about this? We're going to ask you some questions, and if you don't want to answer,
This is Kevin. If anybody's wondering, this is the husband.
you just say, hey man, I'm not going to answer that.
Sure.
And you just say, hey, I'm not going to talk, that's not beneficial to you, and then we're done. There's no way, and we're nowhere. And
Sure.
you understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so just for starters, what was your full name?
Kevin William Franke.
How to spell that?
Kevin WILLIAM
And what's your date of birth?
I don't know why they're muting that.
What's a good address for you?
I'm not comfortable giving my address right now.
Okay.
Okay, just look it up.
You do live in Springville?
I do.
How long have you lived in Springville for?
I moved there in 2007 with my family, so
And how many?
17 years.
17. And how many kids do you have, Kevin?
I have 6 kids.
And what are their names?
How can you be so calm after finding out what happened to your kid? Yeah, seriously, it's so funny, eh? He's like, tell me, I'm not comfortable telling you about it. Well, you can go to my channel and look at all, it's all on the internet. And remember, notice how he shows up the police.
Some of them are teenagers.
Like he shows up showing, he's like, I'm here for my kids. Well, where were you the last 13 months there, Dad? Oh, now I'm here for them. After it's too late, now I'm here to pick them up. Okay.
So are they all living with you or?
No, I haven't seen them for over a year.
Any of them?
No.
That's crazy.
For a year.
Over a year.
Okay.
I've been in a separation.
From who?
From my wife and family.
What's your wife's name?
Ruby.
Of course, he has a
When's
person.
the last time you saw Ruby?
The last time I saw her was the 18th of this month. We met she requested me to sign over vehicles, or the titles to the vehicles, the vehicle that she drives, that were all in my name.
When's the last time you physically saw Russell or Eve?
The day that I moved out, July 24th, 2022.
Damn.
24th of 2022.
Or July 25th, July 25th.
So it's my understanding that at least
There's too much here. I've been going for too long. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna disseminate. That's the heck. I'm gonna disseminate that video and break it all down. And I'm gonna get the journal entries too, and I'm gonna break those down and put them on a separate video. I got to take a break from this because my heart's racing. My anxiety is really high. As you guys know, I grew up in an situation. It's not about me. I'm just saying I just got to take a break from this. And those people a lot of people already left because of the graphic nature of all this stuff. But I'm going to take a look at it. We're not going to let them get away with this. This is insanity to me that this was something that she wrote down and that they got a slap on the wrist. She admitted things that we didn't even know about. And that was crazy. They are never going home. Don't ever forget she said that. Okay, everybody, take a deep breath with me. We need it. We need it. We need it. Take care of your brains. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'll re-upload this video without all the T words and all that kind of stuff, and then I'll put it on my channel, and we'll make sure that it keeps getting out. Share this stuff. Go subscribe to everybody talking about this stuff. It's a big deal. We're not going to let them get away with it. Okay, and I will see you guys later.